Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my daughter's birthday party decorations. And in today's video, this is what I'm going to be making. So I hope you stick around and enjoy this video. So here what I am doing is cutting out 3 different size triangles. I ended up not cutting that bigger one in the back on the paper because it was just too big, and then the little one was too small. So I ended up going with the middle size triangle that I had printed out. Now I am just tracing it onto a harder cardstock so that I can cut it out and make it as a template to cut my fabric. So now what I am doing is using my triangle template and tracing all of the triangles that I had counted that I wanted. I had to wait for Haley to go to sleep to do this because she was all over me, as you can tell from when I was trying to trace them out. So I did want my triangle banner to be more stable and sturdier. So I cut out the triangles on this stabilizing fabric. I ended up noticing when I went to sew these together that I did need a smaller template from what I cut at the fabric. So I did have to go and recut these just a little bit smaller. So that way whenever I went to go pin them to the fabric, there was enough of the fabric going around the edges. So when I sewed them together, it made it a little bit more easier. I went ahead and sewed the material to the back of the fabric so that way when I sewed it together and closed it and completed it, I knew that the stabilizing material wouldn't move. After I got all the materials sewed on the back of the triangle, I then closed them off with a zigzag stitch. I can't remember my exact setting of the stitch on how big or small I did the zigzags, but it turned out to be perfect. I'm not really sure what word I'm looking for to describe it, but I'll show you here that the edges look really, see, I don't even know the word to use, but the edges look so like they're rough looking, but yet so clean to what I was going for and didn't mean to go for it. So I do love how they turned out. You up in boom 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 boom. Tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Life could be a dream. Plans would come true. Spend my whole life loving you. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. So originally, I did not think that this banner was going to turn out as great as it did, and I was just gonna hot glue the string to the back of it. But I mean, it turned out so much better than I had anticipated, and I had to hand sew the buttons, and then I hand sewed the string to the back of the last buttons that are on the side. And I am overall very happy with how this turned out. I kind of laugh and giggled thinking that I was really going to hot glue. After my vision came together, there's no way that I could have hot glued anything to this. So there you have it on the gingham print triangle button banner. Super happy with how it turned out. I really brought my vision to life because my finished product in my head looked nothing like this. This project is super easy. These strawberries are from part 1 from the cupcake toppers. I decided that I did not want to make that many cupcakes, so I am using the remainder for just a strawberry banner to hang a little bit lower
with the gingham triangle banner you just saw. And so they will hang next to each other on the photo booth backdrop at my daughter's birthday party. So to make your fabric banner, you need all the fabric, the color, pattern, or theme. So anyways, I cut them by 2 inches wide and 12 inches down, but it is folded, so when I would open them up, they would actually be 24. I went ahead and double folded this so that way I can cut them faster by 2s and not spend so much time cutting. Next, you want to tie a knot at the end of the string so that way as you're tying the fabric to it, it's not sliding off. Next step is to take all your fabric pieces that you cut and tie them to the string. I tie them once and then another time to make sure that they won't come undone, and then I just pull them really tightly and pull them to the side where I want them to hang to kind of get their shape. Don't worry about how thin it is looking. As you keep adding to it, it will start looking fuller. Just kind of mismatch where you want to put your fabric. I grab and go and kind of see where, a red polka dot will look better or a pink would look better. You can add as many fabric pieces as you want to this banner. It is your banner. You can make it as full as you want, as thin as you want. This is how I wanted mine, and I think it turned out great. But this includes my video. I hope that you enjoyed and got some ideas. You could also even use these for house decorations, a certain holiday. I know that these look super intimidating to make, but I promise they are super easy. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe to our channel. Bye guys.